If you've got ideas but struggle to get them out consistently, then AI voice dictation may be the simplest way for you to create content 3 times faster and without any extra work. For many entrepreneurs and creators, tapping away at their keyboards creating content is the absolute bane of their life. And this could be things like creating emails, it could be sales letters, it could be blog posts. But it just takes so long. And I know because I've been there as well and been very frustrated. But the latest crop of dictation tools makes things so much easier. And in this video, I'm going to run through how it can speed up your workflow and also practically how you can actually use them. The main benefit of using a dictation tool is speed. When most of us are typing, we type at around 35 to 45 words per minute. But when we're speaking, it can often be around 130 to 150 words per minute. So it is 3 to 4 times faster. And there has been some research carried out by Stanford University, which found that people using their mobile phones for dictation was 3 times faster than using the keyboard. There is also a second big benefit, and that is you don't have a point of friction, which is your keypad, between you, your ideas, and getting them out into the world. Now, you might be thinking, well, dictation tools have been around for ages, and I'd absolutely agree with you, but things have changed. Now, in my own case, going back to 2020, I decided to go really deep on copywriting and learn it really well because I think it really is a foundational skill. But because I was doing so much typing because of that, my hands were really starting to ache, especially my thumbs where I was constantly hitting the space bar. So I used some tools at the time. So I tried Dragon Naturally Speaking, tried other tools that are built into Word and to Windows. But what I was finding was those particular tools weren't particularly accurate. It might be something to do with my accent, but it didn't pick it up very well. The other thing that I found very frustrating is the tools in Word and also in Windows, that if I had a gap, left a space, thinking space for more than a few seconds, they would turn off. So it became very frustrating, always turning on and off your dictation tool. So basically what I did was I just actually went back to using the keyboard. But the latest range of AI dictation tools have really come on leaps and bounds in the last 12 months or so. And I'll go as far to say they are a complete game changer. Now, where these tools are different is they're much more accurate at transcribing, so they make less mistakes. But the other thing that they do is that they carry out a little bit of light editing. So things like filler words like ums and ahs, they can take that out. Also, if you're repeating sections, they take out those repetitions. So, as I say, they will do some of the editing for you. Now, the importance of this is you can then concentrate less on what you're having to say, and you can just get your ideas out there. So this was one of the big things when I was learning copywriting. It was, we used to call it getting a messy first draft out there. So you try and get something out on the paper, and then it's much easier to edit that. So what are the tools that are out there that you could use? One that I've been using just recently is called Wispr. And the reason I've been using this is that I use a Windows machine and it is available for Windows. Some of the others that are out there are just specifically for Mac, so just bear that in mind. But there are quite a few different products that are available now. So let's jump on the computer and I'll show you an example of using Wispr to write an email. In this example, I'm going to make some deliberate errors so we can see how Wispr handles it. To get started, you just need to, on the Windows machine, click on Control and the Windows key. Hi, John. Thanks very much for your message. I'm delighted to say that I will be able to make the meeting on the date that you suggested, which is Thursday, the 6th of March. Sorry, it's Thursday, the 7th of March. Just so that we get the most out of our meeting, I want to confirm what the agenda is. First, we will be identifying your ideal customer profile. Secondly, we'll be examining your content to see how it resonates with your target audience. And thirdly, we will be looking at the opportunities for repurposing existing content to increase your reach. I very much look forward to speaking to you soon. Yours sincerely, Paul. No, rather than yours sincerely, it should be kind regards, Paul. So here's my email now. Often it appears straight away, but sometimes, like just now, I do find that I have to click on Alt, Shift, and Z or Z. So let's have a look at how Wispr handled my dictation. As you can see, there's no errors in here. Some of my deliberate mistakes where I said put the date in wrong, then put the correct date, it has handled that well. Also at the end where I said yours sincerely and then changed it to kind regards, it's just put that in. And I like the way that even without asking, it's put in formatting for like a colon and then put the bullet points in for those agenda items. So really all I need to do with this email, if I was to send it, is put in a few paragraph tags. Maybe one there. To be honest, we are pretty much ready to go. I don't think I even need to make any spelling corrections on this. So that's how Wispr works, and to be honest, I'm pretty much blown away by how well this has done. So you can see how well AI voice dictation works. Is it suitable for every situation? Well, there might be cases where it's not, such as if you're in a quiet office and you're self-conscious about what you're saying, or maybe you're working in a coffee shop and you don't want to be speaking about confidential client information. Now, there might be situations like that where you can't use it, but for most of the time, I think it's going to be something that's really useful and can increase your productivity. So if you've tried dictation tools in the past, try giving them a go again. If, like me, you found that they didn't work that well maybe a few years ago, you might be pleasantly surprised by the new crop of tools that are available now. If you've enjoyed this video, then please look at some of the other videos that are on the channel as I look at other tools and workflows to increase your productivity.